Now, from the area's leader in live local news, this is WYLN News, the area's #1 source of live local news and information in Luzerne, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Columbia counties. WYLN News starts now.
Good evening and thank you for joining us on WYLN News. I'm Elizabeth Doroba. A stolen vehicle was pulled from the Susquehanna River Sunday afternoon in Plymouth Township. According to officials, crews were called to the scene at Canal Park around 1 o'clock p.m. for reports of a vehicle partially submerged in the river. Upon further investigation, water rescue crews were able to confirm that the SUV was unoccupied. Emergency personnel worked the scene for about 3 hours and were able to pull the vehicle to shore. When state police ran the plates on the SUV, it was reported that the vehicle had been stolen in Wilkes-Barre. All units were cleared from the scene around 4 o'clock p.m. The mayor of Freeland Borough has passed away. According to officials, Mayor Joseph Palco Jr. passed away on Friday afternoon. Palco is remembered by many as a devoted public servant and a dedicated volunteer in the local community. During his life, Palco dedicated many years to public service, serving on the Freeland Borough Council, the Freeland Northside Community Ambulance Association, and as the mayor of Freeland Borough. In honor of Palco, the flags on all borough properties have been lowered to half-mast. Valley Regional Fire and Rescue responded to a motor vehicle accident with entrapment on Interstate 81 northbound Monday morning. According to officials, crews were dispatched to the scene near mile marker 152 around 6 o'clock a.m. Upon arriving at the scene, crews say they worked to open up the windshield and the patient was able to exit the vehicle on his own. The condition of the patient is unknown at this time. The Pennsylvania Historical and Museum Commission has announced a large-scale project to upgrade the coal breaker at Eckley Miners Village. Eckley Miners Village is a living history museum in Weatherly that seeks to give visitors a glimpse into the lives of anthracite coal miners by preserving a 170-year-old Patchtown site. Under the new project, the Commission hopes to build an upgraded coal breaker that will provide a more historically accurate component of the Eckley story to the site's landscape. The upgraded breaker will also include a modern and functional facility for preserving and showcasing site and regional artifacts. The multi-million-dollar project will begin in the winter with the clearing and regrading of the breaker site. The funding for the project was made possible through Commonwealth Capital Project funds. Coming up on WYLN News, the Hazleton City Police Department is collecting prom dress donations. Plus, the Hazleton Public Transit Office announces an upcoming closure on President's Day. But first, we'll take a look at our 5-day forecast brought to you by the WYLN Weather Kids. We'll be right back.
Brought to you by the Lehigh Valley Orthopedic Institute, the region's only nationally ranked hospital. We turn setbacks into comebacks one movement at a time. Learn more at lvhn.org/ortho or 833-LV-ORTHO.
My name is Andy and tomorrow it's going to be snowy.
Weather Kids is brought to you by Lehigh Valley Hospital, Hazleton. Your health deserves a partner.
We want your child to be our WYLN Weather Kid. Your child can be our feature weather reporter of the day on WYLN News and WYLN social media posts just by using your smartphone or any video recording device. It's easy. All ages are welcome, from toddlers to teens. To find out how, go to the weather section of WYLNTV.com or look for our post about it on the WYLN News Facebook page. Submit your Weather Kid video today. Third Base Luncheonette, still making memories after all these years.
This week on Let's Talk Chiropractic, John D'Angelo's story is beautiful. 82, a lot of degeneration, not getting any better. He was so happy that Gentle Chiropractic helped him and Medicare paid for it. Tune in for a great show.
Come shoot at Whitetail Preserve, 118 Boulevard Road in Bloomsburg. Their skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields are professionally designed, and all stations are handicap accessible. Whitetail Preserve has resident shooting instructors certified by the NRA in shotgun, rifle, pistol, home safety, and personal protection in the home. Whitetail can also cater any size event, whether it be a private party, corporate event, or wedding. Call 570-384-2314 or 570-790-8969. Like and follow WYLN News on Facebook for the WYLN News Midday Update. When it's serious, there's only one health network with seriously innovative health institutes. Lehigh Valley Health Network, your health deserves a partner. Do you like craft beer? Do you want to learn the right way to sample wine? How about checking out a restaurant with a unique flavor or a crazy food challenge? These are just some of the things we are featuring on Wine, Hops, and Road Stops. So, spend some time learning about great wine, great beer, and great food on WYLN TV 35.
Welcome back to WYLN News. The Hazleton City Police Department's Prom Dress Drive is returning for its second year. The police department will begin taking donations on Monday, February 10th of new or used prom dresses. It is requested that all dress donations be from the last 2 or 3 years. The department will continue to collect dresses through March 1st. The dresses will then be available to try on beginning the week of March 3rd. Questions regarding the drive can be directed to Public Information Officer Jessica Sirkin at jsirkin@hazeltonpd.org. Hazleton Parks and Recreation is seeking bands to perform at the second annual Rockin' the Mountain concert series. Available dates include June 27th, August 1st, and August 8th. The concerts will take place at City View Park in Hazleton. Bands interested in performing can contact Hazleton Parks and Recreation Director Allie McKittrick at amckitrick@cityofhazelton.org. The email should include the band's name, the booking name and contact information for the group, the cost for a 1-hour show, the preferred date to perform, and a link to a sample of the music. All music types are encouraged to apply. Hazleton Public Transit has announced that their office will be closed on Monday, February 17th in observance of the President's Day holiday. However, the buses will continue running. The office will reopen with normal office hours on Tuesday, February 18th. For additional information on bus schedules, you can visit their website at ridehpt.com. The Pennsylvania Higher Education Assistance Agency, or FEA, is offering free webinars this month to help families understand the process for financing a college education. The first webinar focuses on improving your credit and getting a loan and will take place on Thursday, February 13th at 6:30 p.m. and Thursday, February 27th at 12 p.m. The sessions will seek to increase financial literacy regarding credit and will include information on how to maintain or improve ratings and how to make informed and affordable education borrowing decisions. The second webinar will focus on advanced planning for financing higher education and will take place on Tuesday, February 11th at 12 o'clock p.m. and on Tuesday, February 25th at 6:30 p.m. The sessions will discuss tips for planning and identifying ways to lessen higher education costs and make affordable financing decisions. To register for the webinars, you can visit fea.org/virtual. Coming up on Pittston's News Choice, Chris Fulmer leads us down the path through history with Northumberland, Part 1. Plus, we check in with Luzerne County Manager Romilda Crocomo on Crocomo's County Report. And stay right here on WYLN. We'll be right back.
Express Care. Walk in and you walk into the region's most trusted health network.
If you're looking for an affordable pre-owned car or truck, Cheers Auto Sales has a great lineup of clean, dependable, and quality vehicles. Stop in at 610 North Broad Street in West Hazleton, 570-454-7229. Cheers is proud to be celebrating 70 years in business. Attention WYLN viewers, WYLN TV can now be seen on the Hazleton Service Electric Cablevision HD tier, channel 507, and over the air at 35.1. WYLN, we're your local network.
Are you looking for a trustworthy publishing company to publish your book? One that understands the process and upholds Christian values in its business practices?
Introducing Covenant Books, an author-friendly publisher who shares your beliefs and wants to publish your story. Call us today to get a free author packet to help get you started.
We realize your book is unique, personal, and written with a higher purpose. That's the content we're looking for.
We provide authors freedom and flexibility throughout the publishing process with professional book editing, award-winning design, and some of the highest royalty structures in the industry.
Covenant distributes and sells your book online and in bookstores everywhere. We convert your book in ebook format and sell it on Amazon, Apple iTunes, and to these distributors. Our authors love us.
So if you've written a biography, a devotional, a memoir, self-help, or any genre, we can help. Be like these authors and get your book published and sold today.
Call right now for your free writer's guide.
1-800-215-3680.
PPW Nation, get ready for the best of PPW Season 2. Join Paul Bowe, E. Julius Kuiper, Alexander Bravado, Tom Mitchell, and Alex Watt as we take you down memory lane and relive some of the best PPW matches of all time. Saturdays at 5 p.m., Sundays at 10 p.m., only on WYLN.
WYLN programming is online all the time. Visit our website at WYLNTV.com to check out archive shows and a live stream of our broadcasts. And don't forget to visit all of our social media pages for breaking news, weather, and sports. You can also head directly to our YouTube page for all our programming at youtube.com/WYLNTV35. Subscribe and ring that bell so you get notified every time there's a new show available online. A Path Through History is sponsored by the Old Jail Museum, 128 West Broad Street in Jim Thorpe. Call 570-325-5259 or visit them online at theoldjailmuseum.com.
Credit for the first commercial venture at the confluence of the Susquehanna River's north and west branches would likely go to a French trader by the name of La Torte. He had set up a trading post in the area around 1720 and traded with local Native Americans. First permanent European settler in the area was New Jersey native Robert Martin, who had originally tried to settle in the Wyoming Valley, but had met resistance from the Connecticut settlers then entrenched there. So he came west and became a prominent resident of the confluence area, being a member of the 1776 Provincial Conference and later the State Assembly. It was around that time that much area land was purchased by prominent Philadelphia brewer Reuben Haynes. Haynes, who was also a volunteer fireman for the Fellowship Fire Company, the second oldest fire company in the British colonies, and who for a time lived in the prominent Wick Mansion on the west side of Philadelphia, began laying out a town, designed to look like a traditional English village. It would be officially settled in 1772, although not formally incorporated until 1828, and like the county that would form around it, would be given the name Northumberland after England's Northumberland County. Haynes would also make his mark in the area with transportation, as he oversaw construction of a road that stretched from just north of Northumberland, Sunbury, west through the Woodward Narrows to Spring Mills in Center County. Pennsylvania Route 45 roughly follows this road's course today. It would not be an easy birth period for Northumberland. Native American attacks during the Revolution plagued northeastern and central Pennsylvania, and the Susquehanna's confluence point would be no different. Northumberland emptied of residents during the Big Runaway in 1778 as Europeans fled to forts to escape native attacks. It would not be until 1784 that everyone returned to the borough. Even after America won its independence, unrest would simmer in town. The trigger of this would be the Whiskey Rebellion, a hard reaction from farmers and other working-class residents of western Pennsylvania to a federal whiskey tax. Meant to raise revenue for the new United States government, it had been written in such a way to disadvantage smaller whiskey distillers. Many whiskey tax collectors would be tarred and feathered, or worse, when attempting to collect the tax in Pennsylvania, and in some cases, violence would break out. In an extreme case, some of the most extreme rebels forced the entirety of Pittsburgh's then population to march at gunpoint out to Braddock's Field on the east side of the city and parade there all day. In Northumberland, protests in support of the rebels proved strong, with several local men openly raising a liberty pole, the symbol of resistance to the tax. Local judges attempted to prevent it from going up, but everything they tried, including literally reading the riot act to the rebels, failed to dissuade them. Only the arrival of a company of troops under the command of Robert Cook from Lancaster broke up the rebellion and brought the liberty pole down. 6 rebels, William Bonham, John Frick, Robert Irwin, John Mackey Sr., Samuel McKee, and Daniel Montgomery, were arrested and imprisoned in Philadelphia. They would be fined £100 and sentenced to 6 months in prison, but George Washington, who had been against the whiskey tax in the first place, pardoned them all. The Whiskey Rebellion would come to an end in 1794, when Washington led federal troops into western Pennsylvania, which sent the rebels scattering out west and south. This denouement established for the first time the power of the federal government. Shortly after the Whiskey Rebellion ended, arguably Northumberland's most famous resident came to the community. Dr. Joseph Priestley had been born in England in 1733. He had become a renowned scientist over the course of his life, and is best known today for his 1774 discovery of oxygen, or as he then called it, dephlogisticated air. A father of modern chemistry, who discovered numerous other gases through his experimentation over the years, among them ammonia, nitrous oxide, sulfur dioxide, and nitrogen. Priestley can also be considered the father of sodas. It was he who in 1772 created the first carbonated water. Priestley, though, would frequently get himself into trouble with British authorities, angering them with his support for the American Revolution, and later the French Revolution. A practicing minister as well as a scientist, Priestley's dissenting views on religion would also infuriate many, as did his belief in abolishing the British slave trade. And so, it would come to a head in 1791 when an angry mob burned down Priestley's house in Birmingham. Like many before and after him, Priestley looked to America for a better life and arrived in the Northumberland area in 1794. He would live the final 10 years of his life there, continuing his experiments in his new house. It would be there that he would discover carbon monoxide in 1800. Priestley would also make his mark felt in the new nation that became his adopted home. A good friend of Thomas Jefferson, Priestley devised the University of Virginia's original curriculum. And it was he who first made widely known to the public Benjamin Franklin's now famed experiment of flying a kite in a thunderstorm to test whether lightning was electricity. Dr. Joseph Priestley died in 1804 and today rests in Northumberland's Riverview Cemetery. Today, the Joseph Priestley House in Northumberland is open to the public as a museum, as part of the Pennsylvania Historical Museum Commission's Trail of History Confederation of State Museums.
Hey, it's Justin from Grand Central, and our trained sleep professionals are here to help you sleep like never before. With an extensive line of Sealy and Stearns & Foster mattresses, we are sure to find you the right mattress at the right price. Free delivery and removal, interest-free financing for up to 60 months, and same or next day delivery on select models.
And don't forget, everyday low prices. Stop in to one of our 2 locations, Route 93 in Nescopec,
or downtown Hazleton,
and see why Northeast and Central Pennsylvania sleeps better with Grand Central.
S.J. Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond Contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialists, call S.J. Kowalski at 570-455-2600. Like and follow WYLN News on Facebook for the WYLN News Midday Update, posted daily between noon and 2 p.m., powered by Lehigh Valley Health Network. When it's serious, there's only one health network with seriously innovative health institutes. Lehigh Valley Health Network, your health deserves a partner. Come shoot at Whitetail Preserve 118 Boulevard Road in Bloomsburg. Their skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields are professionally designed, and all stations are handicap accessible. Whitetail Preserve has resident shooting instructors certified by the NRA in shotgun, rifle, pistol, home safety, and personal protection in the home. Whitetail can also cater any size event, whether it be a private party, corporate event, or wedding. Call 570-384-2314 or 570-790-8969.
Hello, I'm WYLN historian Chris Fulmer. Pennsylvania's communities are filled with interesting history. Come with me as we discover the people, events, industries, and other historic facets of local towns.
Welcome back to Crocomo's County Report. I'm joined here with Luzerne County Manager Ramoda Crocomo. Ramoda, how's it going today?
It's going well. It's going well. Eagles won.
Yep, Eagles definitely won, and I know that the Luzerne County Courthouse is going to be celebrating the great win by Philadelphia here.
It will be in green.
Yep,
the lights will be in green to celebrate the Eagles win. So, yeah, it was. I watched the Puppy Bowl, and the Puppy Bowl is a little bit more exciting than the Super Bowl, but it ended well for Eagles fans.
Absolutely, yeah. Definitely a very, very deserved victory for them.
Absolutely.
And it's nice to see Pennsylvania really go win here for once. So
dominant. They were dominant.
Absolutely, yeah. So, yeah, congratulations to them. And I know today here you want to also talk about the Election Bureau and how they're meeting with several different counties, and if you could tell us more about that.
Right. Luzerne County, some school districts share with other counties. For example, the Hazleton Area School District extends into Carbon and Schuylkill County, and Wyoming County is also for a school district up north. So there was some glitches in the last municipal election when it came to the race for school director. So I made a promise that our bureau would meet with the election bureau directors from these other counties so that we get it right, because that's what we have to do. We have to get it right. And so today, our election bureau is meeting with Wyoming County Election Bureau to take care of that race, and we have a meeting scheduled with both Carbon and Schuylkill County to take care of the Hazleton Area School District races. So you'll get more information as the election approaches, but I want people to know that we made a promise and we're keeping that promise.
Absolutely. I know Luzerne County takes the election very seriously, and now with the Bureau going out to these counties, it's just to ensure that everything is going as orderly as possible for the upcoming elections.
Right. And candidate packets are ready to be picked up. February 18th, you can start getting signatures, but they're all ready to go. You have to go to the election bureau in Wilkes-Barre to pick those up, and I encourage people to run for office. That's what our democracy is about.
Absolutely. I know you also wanted to share with us some information regarding the opioid committee and how they will be having a meeting here at Hazleton City Hall upcoming.
Right. We have an opioid committee that basically oversees the opioid settlement and distribution of monies. And we're going to have quarterly meetings. Our first meeting will be March 24th here at Hazleton City Hall. The whole committee will be present. That consists of John Lombardo, who's our county council chair, Sam Sanguadolce, the warden from the prison. We have a citizen member, Mary Butera, obviously the head of our Drug and Alcohol Department and Human Services Department, and we get an assist from our Office of Law and Budget and Finance. But we will be at City Hall to discuss what programs we've already funded, what programs we may fund in the future, and just to get feedback from the residents here near and about the Hazleton area, what you think that we should be doing with that opioid money. It has to conform to what's called Exhibit E of the settlement agreement, but we would love to hear your input as well.
Right. It's very important to get feedback in that way. And I know you've said previously on this segment about how sometimes the county could forget about Hazleton being all the way south of the county. So it's nice that they're taking efforts to reach out to Hazleton and receive feedback and just communicate with the community about what should be done.
Absolutely. Luzerne County is a very large county geographically. We're about 85% of the state of Rhode Island. So that's pretty large, but we, this administration and our county council are determined to make sure that everybody who is in Luzerne County knows that we represent them, that your voices will be heard, and that you matter.
Absolutely. And is there anything else you want to share with us this week?
Just be safe. We may be getting some tricky weather the next couple of days. If you don't have to go out on the roadways when we get these storms, stay home. Between PennDOT and the county and the municipal workers, let them do their job, clean the streets, prepare them. So if you don't have to go out, stay home.
Absolutely. Definitely let them do their job and just work to make things safe for everyone. But as always, I want to thank Romilda Grothman for joining us here on Grothman's County Report. And we'll see you next time.
You're watching WYLN TV 35.